My name is Nick Empson, and I am a senior Bachelor of Science Engineering student at Southern Arkansas University.
My name is Blake Cheyenne. I'm from Cabot, Arkansas, and I'll be graduating in May 2022 with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering and a minor in Math from the University of Arkansas at Little Rock.
I'm Allison Crummerman. I'm going to be a junior at the University of Alabama. I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Hey, my name's Chase Rowan. From Smackover, Arkansas. I got my ME degree at Arkansas State.
Yeah, so my name's Hunter Graves. I am currently a senior at SAU in Magnolia, Arkansas.
The reason I really wanted to intern at Systems was whenever Systems came to SAU and did a demonstration of their laser scanning technology, which I thought was really, really cool. Some stuff I had never seen before, and they did a live demonstration at our school. That in turn led me getting to meet both of the owners and also some people that were actually doing scans. And it just seemed like a super cool opportunity to learn a new concept that I had not seen in engineering in the real world.
The reason I wanted to join Systems was just to gain some field experience and just get out in the field and know what I want and what I want to do in the future.
Some of my responsibilities were working with other full-time engineers on the galv line and the pickle line and putting together P&IDs and drawings and going over P&IDs and drawings and models.
Spooling out ISOs, cleaning ISOs. I actually went out in the field and did a lot of material handling and counting up, flanges, pipe, all that kind of stuff, getting material counts. So that was a really good experience. You learn a lot more doing that in the field than you do in the classroom by far.
But they kind of started with me from the basics, and they gave me a training project to work on P&IDs. I had to learn how to read P&IDs and convert those to a model. Didn't know how to do that, so that's a great skill to know. Met with the estimating guys to learn about takeoffs and change orders and everything like that. So once again, didn't know anything about that, but I sat down with them and they explained everything to me.
For the 2 months that I've been with Systems, I've been experiencing like the plant services mainly, and I've been able to see firsthand just out in the field on the mill, and it's been a really nice experience.
I would say one of the first things that I learned the most during my internship at Systems was the first 2 weeks. I learned a lot about steel mill piping and 3D scanning. So the first thing that we really looked at when I first got there was just a different type of piping that go into steel mills, and then because Systems does a lot of fabrication for these mills, it was really important to understand the different components of piping, how that works when they're applied in the field, how they're actually made, what it looks like to go into the system and place POs and different part numbers for all the different types, as well as the descriptions. And then the second biggest thing that I learned was how to run the laser scanning software, which entails a lot of different aspects, including setting up the scanner on the site, being able to take intelligent scans from different angles to be sure to capture all the data, run the software from the iPad during the scan, and then also once your scan data is complete, pulling that data into the software, cleaning up your scan, and then getting it to a presentable package that you can deliver to a client or to a customer. And so I would definitely say the piping and steel mill was some of the biggest things that I learned, but then the majority of my time for my internship was spent learning how to do laser scanning and process all that data in software.
There's just a wide variety of things you can do. You can be a pipe designer, you can go work with spray cooled, you can be a field engineer, work in the field a lot. There's tons of stuff you can do. So yeah, I would recommend it just because most places you don't have that kind of variety of options for work like you do here.
I would recommend the internship program with Systems to anybody who's looking for exciting, new, challenging work.
I would say the biggest reason a student should look to intern here at Systems would be just the amount of in-field experience that you're going to get, whether that be dealing with piping, dealing with the steel mill themselves, laser scanning. There's so many different aspects that you can learn from here. I would definitely say that there are probably places that you can intern and not get near the hands-on and the learning experience that you could here at Systems Group. So that's definitely the biggest thing that I would recommend to other students why I interned here, was just the sheer amount of experience and knowledge that I got from seeing a lot of different things hands-on and in person.
The reason I would recommend this internship to anyone else is because even though your title may be engineering intern or something, you will experience way more just throughout your time here. And especially for me doing plant services, I got to be in the fabrication shop, and they even trusted me enough to be in the shop and do jobs that they needed. And I just got to see that whole different side of it.
One thing I do want to touch on is the work environment that I've been exposed to. Coming into my first internship, I was really nervous about just being the low guy on the totem pole and not knowing anything. I was just kind of nervous that I didn't want to bother anybody, be a burden to anybody. But I can honestly say this is the best work environment. Better than I ever expected. It's not just sitting behind a desk 9 to 5. We talk, we get to know each other. We eat lunch with each other. Just kind of talk about our interests and just gotten on a personal level with all the guys. And if you're looking for that kind of relationship with people, Systems is a great place to offer that.
My favorite part was definitely just being able to be firsthand with going to get jobs, seeing the design part of it, drawing it up, and then going out to the fabrication shop to see it being built.
I would say working in the field is probably my favorite experience so far.
My favorite part was definitely the trip that I got to take the last week. I interned in El Dorado for 2 weeks before being able to fly out to South Carolina for a whole week to see 2 different steel mills and do actual on-site scanning for some of those that they'll use in their current production, which was really, really cool. It's one thing when you're seeing all the different terms listed out on a RFQ or on a PO, but then when you get out in the field, you actually see what it looks like for 160 tons of molten steel to be flying across from right to left, right in front of you. It's a completely different experience. So I definitely learned probably as much or more in that week alone than from everything else, just because that experience was something that could not be replaced by anything else. I got to see 2 different steel mills, get to see how laser scanning works in the field, which they used and in turn directly took measurements which they were using for pipe fabrication. And then even just the experience of traveling across the country, just being able to have that travel experience, it was definitely my favorite part of the internship.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend this experience for anybody who's looking to travel and just looking to get out beyond the lecture halls of school. It's a great opportunity. They'll send you anywhere you want to go. They'll teach you anything you want to know, and great experience, great opportunity.